Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. To war. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
Unforgivable! I cannot fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a violent course of action.
The fault is my own. I failed to see the wickedness within Edelgard's heart. There is no question on that front. She clearly wishes to conquer all of Fodlan. And in order to achieve her own selfish ambitions, she plotted with ill-meaning strangers and defiled the Holy Tomb. Or perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know. Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity by demonizing the Church of Seros.
Adrestia received its very name through a divine oracle. To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven, nor forgotten. We must stop the Empire, and quickly.
I have returned, Rhea.
Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements?
Their main troops are marching towards Garreg Mach. It is said that they will join forces with Edelgard's army and arrive within 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That is not enough time. It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives.
It will be done.
Professor, listen closely. If our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield. If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you. You must have guessed it by now. The truth of who you are. Or perhaps I should say, your lost memories are surely beginning to return. I have acted all these long years as a mere proxy for you. But the duty is yours, and yours alone. Only you can lead the people of Fodlan.
Rhea, please. You must tell me all that you know. I beg of you. That one is the progenitor god. Am I correct?
In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel. One who carries the power of the progenitor god within. In time, the vessel will become one with the power contained within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world.
I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment. But I suppose there is no turning back.
I ask that you help our friend. And in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our Creator rules this wayward land once more.
I understand. As ever, I will take you at your word.
Lady Rhea, brother, I will do my part as well.
Flame, were you eavesdropping? Regardless, I am glad to hear it. You owe your life to the Professor, after all. And in the end, they may prove to be our brethren.
You have my gratitude, Sedith. And you as well, Flame. As followers of the Progenitor God, it is up to us to see our mission through.
Good morning, Hilda. Is anything troubling you today?
Nope, nothing. If there was, I don't think I'd ask for your help.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have I done something to upset you?
Not exactly. You go overboard helping me is all. You do way, way too much. So I feel guilty, like I'm putting you out.
Goodness, it was never my intention to have you worry about me.
Can I ask you something?
Of course, what is it?
What are you doing today?
Following my morning prayers, I'll be cleaning the altar, then caring for the flowers in the greenhouse. Then it's off to the library to help organize and sort, then to the dining hall to wipe down the tables and chairs. The floors could use a good polish too. Oh, and the weather's so nice that I might air out the bedding. After that, it's...
Wow, you're still not done? There's more?
Well, the dishcloths in the dining hall are all frayed, so I was hoping to mend them.
Sewing? Don't you think that's too much?
Whatever do you mean? And why are you speaking so loudly all of a sudden?
I'll help with the dining hall, but I am not sewing.
You want to help? That would be delightful.
Everyone asks you for help, and you always say yes, don't you?
I suppose. I believe it's important to help where you can. If you see someone in trouble, you can't leave them, can you?
You're too kind, Mercedes. Literally, I can't empathize.
I'm sure you can. You and I are very similar in that way.
Are you serious? How? We have nothing in common.
That may be so, but you thought I was in trouble, and you agreed to help, didn't you?
Well, I mean, yes.
That's exactly what I do. I'm so happy to have found a kindred spirit.
If that's what makes you happy, okay. Kindred spirits. Let's go with that.
Now that I've got you at my side, I can take on even more responsibilities.
Not a chance.
Here you go, Felix. Have some tea.
Oh.
Sorry, but we're all out of cakes. Should I bake some more?
Please, don't.
Oh, your clothes are so dirty. Let me wash them for you.
Mercedes, what's wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just making tea. Is there something wrong with that?
You're not my mother. You don't have to bother with all this. I can do without it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. You just remind me so much of my little brother.
I do?
Yes, his name is Emile. We have different fathers, but we grew up in the same household. That is, until I was about 8 or 9 years old. I haven't seen him since then.
Sorry to state the obvious, but I'm not your brother. I'm not Emile. Can't you find someone else to bother?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll leave you alone. Please help yourself to more tea if you'd like. I can leave the pot. Goodbye.
I am me, Felix Hugo Fraldarius. There is no one else. Brother.
Okay. I thought we'd all be really busy with assignments and getting ready now that things have turned out like this.
I could go back to last month and throttle my carefree self. Now it turns out Edelgard is the Flame Emperor and the new Adrestian Emperor. And she's striking out against the monastery, with the full force of the Imperial army behind her. We gotta beat her at her own game, for our sake as well as Lady Rhea's.
What? That girl is starting an all-out war, isn't she? But an enemy is an enemy, no matter who they are. Don't let compassion for her get in your way.
I don't normally have a problem jumping into a fight, but it feels strange going up against my father. We aren't especially close, but he's not an opponent I'd want to face. I'd almost rather fight a monster. I hope he's not part of the group coming to attack Garreg Mach.
Okay.
I have had the arrival of a letter from Edelgard. She is asking that I join her side. She is making the decision. No, she is deciding if Bridget is a friend or an enemy of the Empire. But my choice is not to be friends. My choice is to fight with you. Bridget is not a friend of the Empire. We will not be following again. We will be ready to fight with you instead.
To think that the Flame Emperor was Edelgard all along. Flame's abduction? Geralt's murder? The turmoil in Remire Village? Whether or not she was the mastermind behind what happened, it at least seems like she was involved. And yet she was able to remain so composed while she was enrolled at the Officers' Academy.
What does war with Edelgard mean for us, Professor? And why does she even want that? Yeah, I guess we'd have to ask her. That's how it always goes, I guess. You never realize something can't be undone until you've done it.
most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous Emperor, my father included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances. You must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
I hear the Alliance's territory will be in danger if we don't get rid of these Empire guys. If the Alliance is in danger, that means my sister's in danger too. There's no way I'm gonna allow that. It doesn't matter how many guys they throw at us. I'll beat them all. These muscles aren't just for show. But first, I gotta get some food.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
That looks delicious. Eating
Delicious.
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef. Right.
His Highness calls for the head of Edelgard. For me, that is cause enough to fight. The hatred of His Highness is also my hatred. Any other feelings I may have are irrelevant.
Professor, I guess it's easy for me to say this now. I'm so glad I'm from the Alliance. I had no idea Edelgard was so scary. And Dimitri seems totally different than before. I wouldn't bend a knee to either of them. Well, I definitely don't hate him. He rarely takes things seriously. But somehow, I just know we can always rely on him. Well, if we're forced to protect this place, our future's going to be dark no matter what.
So, once the Imperial Army reaches the monastery, we'll have no choice but to fight.
What's going to happen to us?
I believe you. With the Knights on our side, and especially with you, Professor, I know we can do this.
Things must be pretty crazy in Fargus about now. My father must be beside himself. I don't get it. Why did Edelgard make enemies with the nobles? Me either. Of course, even if we did get it, what do we do about it?
The Empire's aggression cannot stand. But if we are going to attack them now, we must be honest with ourselves about our chances of success. It goes without saying that I will fight the Imperial Army with everything I have for as long as I am able. But House Gloucester's territory is adjacent to Imperial lands. Let us proceed with caution.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? Who knew the kid had it in her? I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win. Thinking about it makes me scared. We're up against the entire Imperial army. Still, I know someone as smart as you will figure something out.
Professor, Edelgard is the Emperor? I really don't understand.
Okay.
Excuse me. How are you, Professor? Any new changes to report? With the Imperial army drawing near, it is most vexing that we cannot relax and converse as we once did. Thankfully, you have the divine protection of the goddess on your side. Please try to listen carefully for her voice. May the goddess's voice reach you.
Well...
To think Edelgard was somehow connected to the captain's murderer. Well, perhaps it's pointless to get upset about the past. My duty now is to prepare for battle. We're depending on your strength, Professor. Crush our enemies. Captain, I hope you're watching. We will protect Garreg Mach.
We must protect Garreg Mach. Defiling the Holy Tomb was a sacrilege. I will not allow such a thing to happen again. The Archbishop has already given you a new responsibility. I want you to rise to that honor. I have something to ask of you.
The Holy Tomb held many crest stones. This is the first time I've heard of crest stones being hidden away in such a place. But more importantly, I'm interested to know the Empire's aim. Why would their army desire crest stones? There is power there, yes. And yet, I must think on this. The crest stones lie at the heart of the events surrounding Conan Tower and the chapel as well. And of course, the crest stones somehow transform those traitors and their captives into demonic beasts. Could that possibly be their aim? The Empire's army may well plan to use crest stones to create demonic beasts.
The mastermind behind the attacks on the monastery was Edelgard? Wow. Doesn't make much sense, though, does it? There would need to be all sorts of territories and groups tangled up in this sort of mess. I'm gonna stop. I don't really have the head for this political stuff. Mostly I'm worried about my old opera company. I wonder what's happening in the capital right now. I hope they're safe.
The glory of progress.
So Edelgard, the one who calls herself the Flame Emperor, was connected to those strange beings. The Imperial Army might be using even more terrifying methods than we know. You had better be cautious, Professor. Any amount of carelessness might prove to be our undoing. What is Edelgard even trying to achieve? She wants to destroy the church so badly that she'll take on anyone who doesn't fall in line? I don't get it. I just can't believe she'd start a war over it, not to mention using such nasty tactics to get her way. Could Captain Gerald's death have also been a part of her plan? Don't you go and die on me, Professor. Captain Gerald would never forgive you.
The Empire is moving quickly. Edelgard must have been preparing for this for a while now. If you really think about it, she must have been planning for this even before you got the Sword of the Creator. Of course she was always a step ahead of us. We were blinded by the ball and the battle of the eagle and lion and everything else. I refuse to go down like this, though. So let's do something about it. What do you say? It's you and me, Teach. We've got this.
Those who serve the church must cast aside all but is it right to wield piety as a weapon? The church,
It's my job to protect Lady Rhea. I've got to do it, and I got to do it as best I can. And if that means I got to die for her, then I will. How could Edelgard treat Lady Rhea like she's the bad guy? She's never been anything but nice to everybody. I just don't get it at all.
A moment, please. There are always small power struggles, still. It has been hundreds of years since all of Fodlan was consumed by war. I didn't actually think it would come to this. I feel as though I'm not in my rightful place. I cannot protect the things I should. Professor, if I survive this war, I wish to return to my homeland, to the land of my king.
Hey, we're falling behind. I don't know that we can keep up with the new Emperor. To think that she was able to raise an army of that size right under our noses. However hard we fight, I give us a 50% chance of winning. The enemy has too many advantages. We must make careful preparations.
Pardon me.
Half of the Empire's 6 great noble families have declared their support for Edelgard. Of the other 3, Lord Vestra was assassinated. Hubert, his son, will succeed him. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley,
is under house arrest. His wife is now supporting Edelgard. And my father, he was stripped of his role as Prime Minister. As a result, House Eyre has lost all of its power, all of its lands. We have lost everything. What do I do?
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Apparently, this is the first time Garrick... It's my job to protect... I hope we both survive.
Well, I'll be.
Professor. You know, Professor, I'm glad that I came to the Officers' Academy. I feel accepted here. I've learned so much. Honestly, I'm surprised at how much I've grown. So, I will not let the Academy be destroyed. It's important to me, and I will protect it. I feel braver just hearing you say that, Professor. We're gonna win this, Professor.
Well, I'll be.
Really?
No.
I cannot believe our negligence allowed the Empire to invade. Edelgard probably gathered her soldiers in Garreg Mach, intending to do this from the start. Soldiers disguised as merchants and pilgrims to avoid suspicion, infiltrating the entire area little by little. They couldn't be better prepared. We'll have a tough time winning this one, I'm afraid.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Another one down. Nice try. I'll celebrate later. I'll celebrate later. How do you like that? Nice try. I'll celebrate later.
Hello there! How dare they threaten the goddess? Such a... There is no need to worry. And the...
I'll keep my voice down.
Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud? This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm.
I still have much to learn.
I guess we have no choice but to fight, have we? Oh, but why would Edelgard do something like this? I'm sure we'll be all right, though, Professor. The goddess will keep us safe.
I'll have that girl's head. Just you wait.
Professor, can we really defeat someone who is willing to turn their back on the world just to uphold their own beliefs? I've spent my whole life running in fear, and now You're right. It's time to stop running. I'll fight with everything I've got.
Professor, war is breaking out again, is it not? An honorable notion. Do you think there is something to be done? Whatever shall we do? I never wanted another war. All we can do is steel ourselves for the fight ahead.
Need something? See you again soon.
Hey!
Okay.
That smell.
This is my...
My cooking is so good, it's been called seductive. Should I show you what I can do, Professor? Right. I do so enjoy cutting up vegetables in preparation to cook. So I'll do that and leave you with the cleanup. Oh.
Wow. What? Wow. Wow. A new power that quite it was, of course.
Never. I am quite pleased.
I will
Yeah! Who's the best? That was... Yeah!
I'm getting it. No problem. Nope. I'm getting... You have my... What? You will... You have my thanks for... I would like... I have... No need... I have...
I would like to ask you something. A satisfying answer.
Professor?
You called, so I came. My favorite tea. Thank you. Very good. Oh? Very good. Yes. Sure. Yes. Yes. You always have an interesting look on your face. Yes. Yes. Thanks. I appreciate it. That was delicious. Thank you. I'll visit again when I'm free.
I guess we'll do our best. Indeed, I will do my part. Amazing, no? I feel like I get it now.
Gotta grasp...
Enlightening.
I've grasped it!
I am closing in on
It's all becoming clearer.
I always was at.
I've really gotten that.
Looks like I'm getting it.
Professor Manuela! It's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been dying to know, how did you come to be enrolled here? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling this year. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you are after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet. Ah, it's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
And he said, I don't even have a horse. Pretty funny story, huh? What is it, Shamir? You're not laughing. Didn't you think it was funny?
Sure.
So then laugh. You could stand to be a little friendlier, you know.
Do I need to be?
What do you mean, need to be? Friendship isn't about obligation. You could try being a bit warmer. Like when I first met you, I took the time to introduce myself and make friendly conversation, and you just said, "Hi, I'm Shamir." I remember thinking that you wouldn't be easy to get along with.
Now that's funny. I remember thinking you were just another knight who loved the sound of her own voice. You know, the type who's all talk but useless in battle.
Well, that's a bit harsh. Did you really think that?
Yes.
But you changed your mind when you saw me in action.
I did. You're surprisingly strong.
Well, even though you had zero charm, you did a nice job of supporting me. Now I know that you'll always have my back. In fact, maybe I should take it easy and let you handle all the fighting.
It sounds like I'm going to be doing a lot more work around here.
We make a pretty good team. At any rate, we're bound together, so we better try to get along. Don't you think, partner?
If that's how you see it, I can't disagree.
I'm on it.
I'll go. Ready and willing.
Stay focused.
Leave it to me. You underestimated me.
Let us away.
I just worked harder. Who, me? I will get the victory. You will be slapped down! My heart is full of victory. I am...
Let's take them out.
Here we go.
No use. Witness frigid pride. You underestimated me.
That went as expected.
Next time, bring your friends. Stronger.
Apologies. One more success. Caution is needed. You lost to me? I will help also.
It's time.
I thank you. I will get the victory.
Just give up.
You're weak.
I can...
This...
Sorry, did I hurt you?
I'll go.
Let's get to it.
Let us away.
Another one down. Got it.
I'm on it. What's next?
I'll crush them all.
Put me in there.
Leave
Leave it to me.
Let's take them out.
Stay focused.
Ready and willing.
I won't hold back.
Nice try.
Another win. Too easy. Too slow. Another win. Let's drop.
You see that?
Thanks for helping.
You let your guard down. I've still got it. It's all in.
I could learn from you.
In the name of the goddess.
I'll keep it simple. Ha! I call that a win.
Great job.
That went as expected.
Repent from the grave. All for Lady Rhea. The
Never doubted you.
Too slow. Of course I won.
Here we go! No one makes it past me. Pretty.
Thanks.
It's the least I could do.
Listen up, everyone. The Imperial Army is upon us. If you can fight, pick up a weapon. Everyone else, hurry up and evacuate. We have the goddess's protection on our side. We have nothing to fear. Victory will be ours.
Professor, are you ready? Well, hurry up. I don't need to tell you that the situation is dire. We have some support troops from the local nobles, but the army we're facing is immense. No matter how you look at it, we're at a disadvantage. To make matters worse, the enemy is being led by Edelgard. Do not underestimate how extraordinary her abilities are.
She's back already? Talk about impatient.
If we don't stop them, the Academy will be destroyed. Prepare for battle, everyone!
We will stop Edelgard's rampage.
Our opponent is formidable. But if we work together, we will not fail.
Enough talking. Let's go!
Dear Goddess, please protect us all. I shall fight with all that I have. It is an honor to fight alongside each of you.
Professor, Claude, you'll lead the way, won't you? You won't let any of us fall, right?
I wanted to talk to Rhea first, but as expected, that won't be possible. What did she hope to accomplish at the Holy Tomb? What happened to you as a baby? There are still so many things I need to know. The same goes for the real origin of the Crest Stones and the Hero's Relics. As for Seros and Nemesis, just how much of their mythology is true? It's true. But lucky for me, I refuse to die with so much still unknown. Hey, Teach, all joking aside, can we possibly survive this battle? That's all we can do, right? If we gave up, the God of Fate wouldn't be happy. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not the kind of man to just roll over and die in a place like this. I have my own ambitions to see to. There are things, dreams, that I must see come to fruition. And I've been thinking, I want you to see those dreams realized as well. On top of all that, there are still so many secrets out there, just waiting to be uncovered. We can't let that stand, can we? So, Teach... No, scratch that. You're so much more. You're my ally and my friend. Teach... friend... None of those words quite capture what you've come to mean to me. We may not be connected by blood, but I believe our bond goes deeper than that. Now that we know each other, our hearts are connected. Even if our paths diverge and we're forced to say goodbye, I know that we'll meet again. And so, for lack of a better word, I gratefully call you my friend. And I hold fast to the belief that this isn't it for us. No matter who or what you really are, I'll always be on your side. You can't count on much in this world, but you can count on that.
perfect comprehension.
Come on, sell it to me!
Huh? What's going on here? Hey, stop that! Can't you see he's not interested?
We're just talking business here, now move it along!
Oh, I just thought it looked a little... Actually, now I'm curious. What kind of business are you conducting? I've been told I have a keen eye for appraisal.
Just trying to buy a sword. I told him to name his price, but he won't give it up.
Any price? You must be able to afford anything your heart desires. But did you consider that he might have a good reason not to sell it? Maybe it's a family heirloom, or simply his favorite sword.
No one asked for your appraisal, now move it! Or are you looking for trouble?
That is quite enough! You would dare threaten a woman? I will not permit such ungentlemanly conduct.
Oh, hello, Ferdinand. Do you have an opinion on all this?
Behind me, milady! I will protect you!
Who are you? You looking for trouble too?
Keep your distance, gutless knave. I just cleaned my sword, and if I maim you, I will have to clean it again. Neither of us wants that, so I suggest you leave at once.
Ah, forget it. You're not worth my time.
Ah, thank you so much. You saved me there.
Well, that is taken care of. Are you hurt, Mercedes?
Hurt? No, I'm fine. We were only talking.
Ah, I am glad. I do not abide uncouth behavior. Stopping it is my duty as a noble.
Lysithea, do you have a moment?
I do. What do you need to speak with me about?
I was thinking about the time we talked about our crests bringing bad weather.
Yes. We never did get to test that theory, since I haven't found any sun-bringing folks.
Joking aside, each crest is unique in how it impacts the bearer's life. I've seen more than my share of crest bearers, after all. Some of them bore crests of Karen like us, some even bore crests of Gloucester.
Certainly, but I don't see your point.
I'm not a crest scholar. I don't know all the details. I have a knack for guessing a person's crest just by looking at them. Forgive me, but do you have 2 crests?
Well?
You don't have to tell me. I mean, it shouldn't even be possible to bear 2 crests. So if you do have 2, you must be sitting on some major secrets.
It's nice to know that someone understands.
Of course. Everyone has things they would rather not talk about. For all you know, Catherine's not my real name. Maybe I'm an outlaw on the run from my homeland.
That can't be true, can it? Stop messing with me.
I was kidding, though who knows? Maybe there is some truth in it. My point is, no matter what secrets we're keeping, I'm still me, and you're still you. I do worry a little about you. You never seem to let your guard down around other people. That can't be easy. You know, it's important for you to relax once in a while.
I don't even know the meaning of the word.
That's easy. Just gab with your friends about something pointless, and the stress will fade away. I'm always happy to chat, if you're interested.
Well, thank you. Why are you being so kind to me anyway?
I just feel a certain kinship with you. We both have crests of Karen, and we both have secrets we can't share with anyone.
I see. I will say I'm happy to have someone around who actually seems to understand me.
Good. You can feel comfortable with me. Since we have the same crest, we're basically sisters.
Aw, I really like that. Someone as wonderful as you is my big sister?
Well, don't you just say the cutest things. That's my little sister for you.
Now then, where is that book on dance?
Hello, Flane. I'm curious if you could confirm some suspicions I have.
Hello, Linhart. What is it?
I've recently been lost in study on the topic of Saint Sethlene. You're familiar with her life, yes?
I know a little of her, as do many. But what does this have to do with me?
Interesting that you would ask that. Your question betrays your understanding of my inquiry.
I am quite certain that it does not, as a matter of fact.
I have interviewed several members of the Academy and the Monastery. All agree that you have trouble focusing on detail-oriented work. As I mentioned, I have been carefully researching Saint Sethlene's history, and I found several intriguing anecdotes concerning her life. Granted, it is not stated explicitly in the texts, but it is easy enough to read between the lines and get to the underlying truth. The authors of several tomes, all written within 50 years of Saint Sethlene's passing, imply she found it difficult to maintain focus on detail-oriented tasks. Then, just this morning, as I was studying statues of Saint Sethlene, I came to realize how similar her visage is to your own. Interesting, no?
I do not appreciate your disrespectful approach to this topic.
No disrespect intended, I assure you. Saint Sethlene is a major saint. I only mean to say that looking like her is an honor.
I actually meant that you are being disrespectful to Saint Sethlene.
There was one other item.
If you must.
You are quite skilled in white magic, yes? My understanding is that you have a very high affinity for the art.
Yes, I do. I am confident in my abilities. I am glad of my abilities, for it is a way in which I am able to help others.
Indeed. Once more an echo of Saint Sethlene. I'm so curious as to why such similarities exist. Her crest? Perhaps hereditary traits then? Or is it possible I am allowing myself to see patterns where there are none?
I am very busy searching for a book. I will be going now. Hello, Manuela. I was just wondering, what was it like back when you were involved with that opera troupe? Your life must have been quite different from how it is here, I imagine.
My, how bold to ask an adult about their private life. I'll humor you, though. A diva's life is only glamorous while she's on stage. The rest of her time is consumed by grueling training. Just days and days of practicing, beginning at sunrise, with barely a moment to rest from one performance to the next. Then, once the performances begin, you're on stage for 3 shows a day. Absolutely exhausting. Is that anything like you imagined?
It sounds like a world all its own. Thank you. I find the topic fascinating. What sort of roles did you tend to be cast in? As the lead performer, did you play the part of a princess much? Oh, I can only imagine how illustrious that would be.
Yes, I was a princess once or twice. And it was quite something, let me tell you. All those royal jewels and flowing gowns. And they didn't just give me the pretty clothes to wear because I was beautiful, you know. I had to fight and claw my way into every role. But once I was there on stage, singing my solo, and all eyes were on me, it was worth it. I was rewarded for every one of my countless hours of practice. And the cheers when I finished a song, the applause. Oh, I can't properly explain it, but I can tell you, it's an experience I will cherish until the day I die.
Wondrous! It all sounds so very glamorous. Despite how rigorous a schedule you kept, it sounds like the hard work was worth those fleeting moments on stage. Mine has always been a quiet life. It is hard not to feel a twinge of envy, hearing such stories from you.
There's a lot to be said for the quiet life. It was never for me, of course. Still, I hear it's a pretty good deal for a lot of other folks. The thing is, Flame, well, you always have to remind yourself that if a place shines brighter than anywhere else, its shadows will be darker too.
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's a thing I hope you never come to understand. You know what? The next time you visit, I'll tell you all about the time I played a beautiful princess, and about the handsome prince she fell in love with.
Oh, please! I would love to hear all about it.
Hey Felix, you free? You don't look very busy. Let's go find some girls to chat with.
Chat with them by yourself. You're interrupting my training.
Hey, come on. Don't talk like that. How long have we known each other?
Long enough, if you ask me. We only know each other because of our parents' friendship. I didn't have a say in it.
Is that how it went? Huh. I remember it more like you always following me around. Whenever there was something wrong, like you lost to your brother, or you fought with Dimitri, you'd come crying to me. You were so meek and pure back then. Cute even. Like a baby brother.
That's enough.
What?
I said that's enough!
Hey, sorry. I just came to see if you wanted to pick up some girls. I didn't mean to get on your nerves.
Look, you've been getting on my nerves for years. I've tried to be patient with you, but I'm tired of holding my tongue. You're reckless in your personal affairs and in battle, and you're always prattling on about women.
Well, if a man sees a pretty girl, he can't just let her pass by without commenting. That's just rude.
You're insatiable. Do you ever stop? Certainly not to practice your sword technique. You always skip training. And you never consider how your actions hurt others, or how you hold them back.
That's never my intention. Come on, you know me better than that. I'm not really... Look, if that's the impression I've given you, then I'm sorry.
Spectacular work, Felix!
Why are you here? You're interrupting.
Oh, my apologies. I simply thought you were doing a great job. Just how sharp is that blade of yours, Felix? Do you imagine you might be able to cut something cleanly with it?
Probably.
Ah, wonderful! I have a special request for you then.
You want me to cut this firewood?
I do. I shall toss them one by one to you, and you shall make a sweeping blow to slice them.
Sounds like a chore.
I saw a knight do it once, so surely you can as well. Or perhaps you are worried that you are not capable.
What? I am more than capable.
Right. Show me what you are made of. Here it comes.
Doing them one by one is tedious. Just throw them all at once.
All of them? If you insist. Here we go! Wow, you truly are spectacular!
I know.
You are undoubtedly the most revered woodcutter in all the land. Now I am intrigued. Next time, let us try an even larger woodpile.
Why did I agree to this?
I have a report. The enemy is within the walls. They're about to break the defensive line.
We have two priorities for this battle. Protect the Archbishop and maintain the defensive line. Reinforcements should arrive soon, so just hold your ground until then.
I will get the victory. Here we go.
I'll crush them all.
Stay focused. No hesitation. Should I have held back?
Invigorating.
Put me in there. I'll go. You're weak.
Let us away. I prevailed. Leave it to me. I don't... Let's get to it.
I'm on it.
Don't underestimate! Yeah!
What's next? Ready and willing. You're out of luck. Guess I've... It's over.
Now's our chance.
Win? Let's do this.
Watch this.
Report. The enemy has taken the entrances where the reinforcements were heading.
So long as we can recapture the east and west strongholds, we might be able to call in the reinforcements.
Pure grit. Another one down.
Knew you could do it.
Won't hold back.
Right makes might, right?
You fought well.
Why am I even here?
This'll get him.
Gotta keep...
This fight is but a sideshow to the ravaging of the sacred place that is Garrick Mach.
Leave it to me.
Put me in there.
I'll crush them all.
Stay focused.
Good idea.
I will get the victory.
Here we go.
And thank you.
Ready and willing. Sorry, the victory is mine.
Here we go! What a jump.
Let's get to it.
This fight is but a...
Let us away. I'll manage.
I'm on it.
I'll go.
The time is not right. I will wait for the next opportunity.
We took back one of the strongholds. On to the next.
Do the trick.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
More. It's all.
Huh. This guy seems real familiar.
You dastard! Aren't you? No.
Ah, that doesn't matter right now. Let's go! Don't try and stop me!
I'm finished. I'm loath to say it, but I must retreat. I'm impressed.
Flame spirit protect me.
What you fail to appreciate is that we have at our backs a force you cannot hope to defeat. I can afford to fall back. We still have the advantage.
All right, we took back both of the strongholds. Let's keep up the momentum.
Fine work.
All for Lady Rhea.
Let's get to it. I'll celebrate later. So nice of you.
That's the golden deer for you.
Witness frigid pride.
You will come to regret raising your blade against the Emperor of the Adrestian Empire. We won't hold back.
My life was changed forever by Her Majesty. Now, I lay it on the line. For the Empire!
This is nothing.
What? I lost.
Can't give up yet. Thanks.
I will not be stopping.
Too easy.
What's next?
I'll crush them all.
Lady Edelgard, I'm so sorry. I can't keep going. I must retreat.
Here she is, Her Majesty, looking pleased as a dog with a stick. What exactly happened to make you this way?
I'm simply seeing through a promise I made to myself a long time ago.
Isn't this much force excessive? Thanks to you, my own long-held ambitions are nearly destroyed.
If you don't want them to be destroyed completely, I suggest you turn tail and flee.
Piece of cake!
You were outmatched.
I call that a win.
Got it.
Another one down.
good now.
I wish you were someone whose heart could be swayed by my words and deeds. If it were so, I would have done anything to make you my ally. You fought well, but now your fight is over. Send in our reserve troops, and give my uncle the signal.
What is this? Everybody here, young and old, is in your hands. No, I will not allow another Red Canyon tragedy to happen here.
What is going on?
What now?
Why did you come?
In Imperial Year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garreg Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. But amidst the chaos of battle, she vanished, and her whereabouts remain unknown. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Fodlan has begun.